We are living in a time of unprecedented financial difficulty, with many Australians struggling to make ends meet. And while the Albanese government is set to deliver a budget this month to address these issues, an interim report from a Senate inquiry investigating poverty in Australia shows that urgent action is needed. The Senate committee detailed evidence of individuals and families who suffer on an everyday basis. Witnesses to the inquiry talked about having to resort to using rags when dealing with their menstrual cycles because they could not afford pads or tampons, or those living on income support struggling to stay afloat in between pay cycles. Others spoke of being unable to attend job interviews because they could not afford transport and having to turn to living on the streets or in caravan parks because they could not afford rent in the private market. The Senate committee has called on the government to take urgent action on poverty, including measures in the upcoming budget that specifically target rising inequality and entrenched disadvantage, including through the income support system. This could involve increasing job seeker and increasing the children's eligibility age for the single parenting payment to 14, or changing rent assistance. The government's own Economic Inclusion Advisory Committee has already recommended a substantial increase to job seeker and called for the payment rate to be lifted to 90% of the value of the aged pension. This, they suggest, would cost $24 billion over 4 years, but would undoubtedly be of great assistance to those in need. The effects of poverty are far-reaching and far too often go ignored. The daily struggle experienced by those in poverty can be dehumanizing and demoralizing for recipients and their families. The individuals and families who spoke at the inquiry serve as stark reminders that in order for everyone to have dignity and the chance at a better life, urgent action needs to be taken. The May budget is our government's chance to make a real difference for those suffering in poverty. We can only hope that the Albanese government will take this opportunity to deliver meaningful and comprehensive policy that can bring about real, positive change for those affected by hardship.